Day 77. Welcome to Taurus season. So we just finished up the fiery Aries season. I'm not sure about you, but I definitely was feeling the Taurus elements beforehand. I was feeling it in the past few days of like this kind of like coming down of the go like super fiery, like fast paced Aries season. And so Taurus is all about grounding. It's all about coming back to earth. Taurus is an earth sign, and it's also a sign that talks a lot about determination and stubbornness. And it is also a sensual sign. And so this season, we're going to be guided into ways of grounding, coming back to earth, coming back into our bodies, enjoying Mother Nature. It's springtime. I know it has snowed in some parts of Canada, but when the sun does come out and the weather does get warmer, spend more time outside. This is what Taurus season's all about. Get outside, take your shoes off, get grounded, like feel the recharge that you get from the earth, because grounding, that's what it is. It's so powerful. It's like you get a whole new set of electrolytes in your body. And get back into you. Get back into your body. Come home to you. And so with this, and also Taurus being this sensual sign and luxurious, think of ways of how you want to be sensual with yourself. What is your definition of sensuality? And what is your definition of luxury? And find ways to give that to you in this season. And so sensuality, like in terms of like coming back into your body, whether it is tapping into anything like pleasure and sexual, or whether it is something it's like taking a bubble bath with candles and a bottle of champagne is sensual to you and makes you feel luxurious, then do that. If it is just, sitting, watching, a romantic comedy or, like a very feel-good movie and painting your nails while you're doing that, then tap into that. Tap into what makes you feel like kind of in this like makes you feel good, makes you feel sexy, makes you feel like, like back in your body. And I invite you to tap into that for this Taurus season. I invite you to explore your sensuality, to explore your luxury. Like, what is luxury to you? Is it like making the most beautiful cup of coffee in the morning? Is it like decorating your plate when you are eating? Like, like kind of before you eat, decorating it, making it all beautiful. What is luxury to you? Or is it wearing clothes that make you feel good? Clothes that you put on and you're like, wow, I look good today. Like this makes me feel fucking amazing. So tap into all of that in that, like the Taurus season. And also the start of Taurus season is the beginning of eclipse season. Yeah. So eclipse season is going to be basically starts now and it goes throughout the whole summer. I believe it ends in November, the final eclipse. And basically eclipse season is times for big changes in our lives, and the external, even in the internal. So this is where you can see between the two, depending on whether the moon is in a full moon, new moon, and what zodiac sign it's under. So there's like many elements of how it could be externally or internally. But this is a time where you shift. This is a time where things change. You let go of the old, you bring in the new. This is where you leap, you take the jumps, and you trust yourself. So eclipse season's pretty intense. The other thing I wanted to tap into is I pulled cards. I put some cards. It's been a while since I pulled cards on an IG live, so I felt the call to do it for this Taurus season. So I did it for the 5 types of human design. If you don't know what your human design type is, go to mybodygraph.com. and you can get your chart there. Your birth details are important all the way to the hour and time, like the hour and the minute, and also the location. And so I did it on the 5 types. So I'm going to kind of go through each of the types, what the message is for you for Taurus season. And so we'll start up with the manifestors. So manifestors, basically what you got is the Knight of Wands and the Two of Swords. So what I am seeing here is take action. Take action this Taurus season. Even when you are unsure of what's happening, trust yourself and initiate and just go for it. You may not see where you're going, but the kind of like the outcome and the results of what's gonna come after is going to be revealed to you. Like, so eventually the blindfold is going to come off, the path is going to clear its way for you. But right now you don't see the path, you don't see your 2 options, you don't know where you're going, and that's okay. That's okay. Trust the Knight of Wands, trust your intuition, initiate and inform, of course. Make sure you inform and initiate and start taking action in this Taurus season. Start planning and taking the steps that feel right for you, as Taurus season is very much about like determination. And so you are being asked to tap into that determination and to go for it. So that is a message for manifestors. Many gens, you've got the 9 of Wands. There's so many wands that came out, and the Queen of Cups. And so what I'm getting here is with the 9 of Wands is basically like with the Queen of Cups is stand your ground in regards to your emotions. Stand like your ground, like be stubborn when it comes to your emotions. Honor your emotions and honor how you feel. And you know, if there's some people that are questioning you how you feel, just stand your ground and say, this is how I feel. It is what it is. Like, this is my feelings, and you can't change my feelings. Now, how you react to situations is different, obviously, but honor your feelings and stand your ground in them. Take note of them. They are part of you. They are who you are. Your feelings and your emotions are never wrong. So embrace them and really tap into that feminine energy of it. Then we got generators. So generators, what came up was strength and the 8 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that with the 8 of Swords is that you're feeling stuck, but stuck is an illusion. Okay, because here we got the blindfold and like the bondage. And so basically like all you need to do is wiggle out of the bondage and then take off the blindfold. So it's all an illusion. It's being stuck is not necessarily something like that is like real. We make it real because of the evidence we have. And so the message for you is to tap into your inner strength, tap into, like, go back inwards and tap into yourself. Maybe do some meditation, maybe kind of do a little bit of like higher self. Tapping into your higher self knows what they're doing. They know where they are at, they know where they're going. And so tapping into higher self to get the answers or the guidance that you desire to kind of get unstuck through this period in Taurus season. And so that's the message for generators. Then I got projectors. So projectors, we got the King of Wands and the 7 of Coins or Pentacles, however you want to call it. 7. So what I'm gathering here with projectors is that during this time, you are going to have that fiery energy like that. You are going to kind of bring it out, but it's going to be planting the seeds. You're going to be planting the seeds, and you're really going to be putting into play everything that is going to come into fruition in the future. And so continue on with that determination with Taurus. Feel what you feel called to. Trust your invitations. If your invitations are something that it like taps into you, trust that. And so you are being called to take action. You are, because this action that you're being called to take is basically what is gonna build your foundation. And then last but not least, we got reflectors. So reflectors, I got the Queen of Wands, like I said, so many wands, and the Moon. And so for reflectors during this season, you may feel like kind of a little bit in the darkness, that what basically they're saying is you're not really seeing things as you think they are. Like, things aren't as they are. The truth will reveal itself. The veil will fall and you will see through it towards the end of the season. But most of the season, things are going to be a little bit foggy. Things are not going to be super clear, or you're going to think they seem one way, but they're actually not. And so this is where I guide you to continue to just trust yourself, and put yourself in the right environments. If an environment doesn't feel right, if whoever you're surrounded by, or if the physical environment doesn't feel right, shift. How can you put yourself into a proper environment, even if it's temporary? So like, let's say your home doesn't feel right, but right now you can't really move, for example, then maybe going into other places, like temporarily, like a coffee shop that feels good, or somewhere in nature. This is Taurus season, so tapping into nature of that feels good. And we got here the Queen of Wands, so you are also being asked to take action. There is a lot of action cards here, but with the Queen of Wands, I'm seeing is like, you're gonna truly know yourself this month. There's gonna be something that's gonna like come up, and you're gonna be like, don't mess with me. I know who I am. And you're gonna tap into that power that you have. You're gonna take back your power. You're gonna take back power. You're gonna tap into that ego, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I know what I want. I know who I am, and I know how I'm gonna get there. And you're gonna do that, and you are gonna take those actions. Even when things like don't seem super clear, you'll still be completely understanding and knowing who you are. And so that is the message for my reflectors. Then last but not least, the general message for the collective is Ace of Swords reverse. So coming out of Aries season, where it was like the new, like the new year, like the new astrological year, and it was like fiery. We are like, we're from that fiery point. It's like bringing us down to earth, right? It's bringing us down, it's pulling us down. And so things might feel a little murky in our minds. So swords is all about like your thoughts. And so things might not be as clear. The making decisions may not be as easy to make, and that's okay, because it is time for us to get out of our mind and into our body, into our intuition. That is what Taurus is telling us. We are not meant to be making decisions based on what is logical and based on our mind. So it's going to be murky, but that is because it is guiding us to go in. It is guiding us to tap into your authority, to tap into your body, and to like get out in Mother Nature. And so that is the general message for Taurus season. If you love this live, please like, share, comment. I appreciate it all. And thank you so much for watching. And that is it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.